All right, so what is the number one thing you should do to protect your identity, your money, and your credit cards when you use them online or at a gas station or anywhere? The number one thing you should do is never use your debit card. That's the number one tip. From my 20 years of cybersecurity experience, dealing with breaches, hacks, doing the research, just being in the industry, and talking to all of uh, all the conferences and all the experts through all the books. It's the number one thing you can do. It's simple, doesn't cost you anything, and it will deliver you the best results. When I did the book research, How Not to Be Hacked, I really tried to find what are the simplest reasons. And I want to break down on this audio component exactly what and the why behind this. Debit cards are attached to your bank account. Credit cards are freestanding cards, if you will. In the United States, when the credit card is used maliciously, you, the card holder, are not liable for more than $50 in most regions. That is lost. So that means if your credit card was stolen and somebody bought a boat, you would only be liable for $50. Now, if your debit card is stolen and somebody buys a boat, you are liable for a portion of the money that is spent by the attacker if you identify it and call the bank and deal with it within the first 30 days. If you wait 60, 90 days after the event, so somebody buys a boat with your debit card, you go out of the country, you miss a bank statement, whatever it is, you are now liable for the entire amount that was stolen. So credit cards, probably only $50 at risk. Debit cards, as much money as you have in your bank account, which is huge. Second to that, most consumers, regular people, have overdraft protection in their checking accounts. So a debit card is normally tied to a checking account, meaning when you take money out with your debit card, it pulls immediately from the checking account. If the checking account goes down a certain level, the bank will move funds and allow funds to be transferred out of your savings account. So if an attacker is looking at your debit card and is using it to commit crimes, and they're slowly drawing money down, they're going to have as much money as you have available in both your checking and your savings. So double whammies, we want to avoid that, and that's how you can kind of see the balance. So that's the why. There's banking regulations that are there to protect you and the credit card and the debit card. There's notification windows that we have to meet. But from the most simplest practices, just don't use your debit card anywhere except maybe to take out money out of the ATM. That's it. You do that, you will be far ahead and more secure than others. Do this in person, meaning that you should never use your debit card in person other than at an ATM or a bank. And online, on the internet, never use your bank information. So don't use your debit card, and also please don't use your checking account numbers if possible. That's it. Let's not be hacked today. Let's do great. Thank you very much. Hope this helps. Leave it in comments. I'll be happy to answer them. Let's see if I can get this down.